Good morning, or how are you today? This is Oz. I'm talking to you, or I'm talking to my dearest and closest friends. I always end everything I do with the words love forever or forever love. And this morning or today, I want to talk about time. You know, time is, we take it for granted. It's very elusive. And I want to tell you that in comparison, there's real no definition of what time is. Time can be, if you try to define it, it's one. You go from one point to another point. That's how you can mostly define time. But in the scientific world and the world of space, there are places where nothing happens. There is no time. So what do you do with your life? How do you handle your every day? You get up, you got 24 hours because that's what it takes for the earth to spin around. And we all got the same amount of time. But the important thing is, what do you do with yours? We've been turned. A man named William Osler, very profound person, once said that the day learning how to live day to day is probably the most important thing you can do. Live one day at a time. There's been a video, a movie about that. Live one day at a time. But time goes quickly. Children grow up fast. You get old quickly. The years of your life go by quickly also. So I would compare it to a blade of grass. How long does that last? A leaf on the tree, season. I know because I rake them up and they only last a season. Some of the most beautiful leaves, I wish I petrify them, would just make them last forever. Beautiful. Even dogs, when they live, they have dog years, so much time. Just when you're getting attached to them, 6, 7, 8 years. In dog years, that's about 7 years per year, they die. And your love for those, I've seen grown-ups cry over their pets because time overtook them. And this is thought, when you're young, you think, well, I'll be here forever. Nothing's ever going to happen to me. I'm never going to grow old. I'm never going to die. Nothing. You don't even think of death. But it does creep up on you. Next thing you know, you got a few years going. So the point is for you, and this is OZ or Oz, is to live each day as though it was your last. Learn to live in each moment. Find a way to appreciate or smell the roses. You know that saying, take time to smell the roses, is very profound. If you look at the different colored flowers in the spring, they're so beautiful, especially I remember going down 6th Street in Allentown. There's Allentown, Pennsylvania, where Billy Joel wrote his song. And during a certain time of year, for about 3 or 4 weeks, there's the trees, they're like, I call it rain, but it's these white petals, and they just fall from the sky. They fall from the trees, and it's so beautiful. And then the trees turn different colors, and you see them start to blossom and bloom. And then each tree's colors are different. And then the spring comes and the pollination takes place. By the way, we've lost 30% of our bees. They don't know where they've gone to. 30%. We have to import bees now to different parts of the world, country, because they're gone. Things are disappearing. You know, we're living in special times, critical times, hard to deal with, but special times. One book, the Bible, calls it the end of days, or in the time of the end. But you have an opportunity today to do one thing, and that is to love. There's no greater purpose, no higher calling than to love someone. Learn to, as Whitney Houston would say, learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. Do you love yourself? I'm not talking about a vanity, vain kind of love. I'm talking about a healthy love. Love that kind of makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside, makes you feel good about yourself. High self-esteem, dignity, character. Good. And then love those around you. And love the things you see, the beauty of all that God has created, or all, sometimes as you refer to it, as the universe has provided, or they call it evolution. My preference is God. Cause and effect. Look it up. So each day, your child gets up, they want to have something to eat, and not only do they want to have something to eat, you know, they want to laugh and smile and run, and here your energy level is like, you know, I used to be like that, and now your energy level is like that. You know what I mean? So, and it keeps slowing down. The kids, they're born with like so much energy. They're like an atomic kids, you know, and they just have that from birth, that will to survive, to live, and to run, and to jump, and to play, and to not worry about anything except living in the moment. You want to learn, watch a child, live in the moment, have fun. We're the ones that kind of draw lines and say, no, you can't step outside this box or that box. Most kids, their first 2 years of their life, we got to stop them from trying to kill themselves because they don't fear anything. Nothing. They'll jump off a bridge. They'll step in front of a train. They'll do anything. They don't care. They don't know, but they're not fearful of anything. And then we teach them slowly, this can be hurtful, this can be harmful. But sometimes we say too many times, we say, no, stop, don't do this, that. And then the person that was fearless becomes fearful. So there's a way to raise, or there's stages in which development can take place. But for you this morning, I say, you know, it's been a while. You know, I'm always learning every day. Every day is a learning experience for me. Because there's just too much beauty around me, in people. And I just love watching individuals and families together. And I love watching them enjoy and laugh, and just laugh together and have fun together and be together. I'm not talking about hurting each other. I'm talking about, you know, unconditional love. And I'm talking about a time when you can just be, and that's it. No, that doesn't have to have a hidden agenda. Be the person you are inside. And I've seen so many, I think our generation today is more like that. They're more like, you know, millennials are more, I guess millennials are called. You know, I'm cross-generational, I'm everything. You know, I went back, I go forward. But, you know, millennials basically live in the moment, a lot of them, most of them, because they just try to have fun and enjoy life. Not that life shouldn't be taken seriously, but they like to have fun. And they like to enjoy life, and they like to make the most of the moment. and they dance and they sing, and even the older people and the younger people are connecting and dancing and singing and enjoying all these things that life has to offer. And it's just too much. There's so much. You couldn't live it in 1,000 lifetimes. You couldn't do the things that there are to do. But what's important to you? What moves you? What drives you? What's your passion? I know what mine is. So, if you know what that is, then you're blessed. So, I want to leave you with this message because it's almost 10 minutes. I don't like to go too long because, you lose people after the attention deficit disorder. We all got like this ADD thing going on, where we just got so much finite minutes. And that's the truth about time. It's measured but from one point to the next point. But today you could have, you're the captain of your ship. A doctor once told me that. He says, you're the captain of your ship. And I thought about that. I'm the captain of my ship. This is my ship, my vessel. And so you're the captain of your ship. You take it wherever you are today is because of you. Don't take full responsibility. Don't blame anyone. Wherever you are today is because of you and your actions. But you can change anything at any time by your thinking. In fact, the most important thing to have in life is belief. If you have belief, if you believe anything, all things are possible to those who believe. All things. It's the most amazing statement I could possibly make. All things are possible to those who believe. If you believe something with all your heart, and you don't even have to have, not all your heart, just a small portion of it, but you believe it. You truly feel that this is the outcome. This is the truth. That's the way it will be. Whether it means, you're an infinite being. In the sense that you were created to live infinitely forever. We'll talk about why you don't physically in your body do that some other time. But you're an infinite being with infinite possibilities. There's nothing, you have no limits except the ones you've created, and you think now you think, oh, I'm limited. This is not possible for me. Not true. See? And we begin to, I could tell a man have faith, and I say, now repeat the words, have faith, and they'll say, and don't say I have fear. And the first thing that come out of them, I have fear. I didn't say have fear. I said have faith. But see, mentally, subconsciously, they're already reprogrammed to say fear. Have fear. People always, if they want to say a positive affirmation, what they'll say is a negative affirmation internally instead of a positive affirmation. They have to think about saying things that are positive and repeating those things. You have life, you have health, you're breathing. You can see, you can read, you can smell, you can eat. You're alive, you have this moment, you have family, you have friends. Man, you have everything. Have faith, not fear. Have faith. Have faith in love. Love, and don't doubt. Because when you doubt, you're like a wave of the sea. You get thrown around too much. But when you have faith, you can really be happy. Because your life is filled with joy, great expectations, excitement. One person gets on a plane and is terrified. Another person gets on a plane and he's excited. Man, he's going from here to wherever, Hawaii, Punta Cana, Puerto Rico, Florida. The other person is in the plane shaking. Ooh. Then the other person's like laughing and having fun and enjoying. I was at 30,000. I remember going at 30,000. I was at 30,000 feet, and the sun was going down. And I took this photograph of the sun going down at 30,000 feet. That's where Mount Everest is, about 30,000 feet. And a friend of mine climbed Mount Everest, blind man, and a friend of mine got a chance to spend time with him. A blind man. You know, most people that can see die before they get to the top of Mount Everest. Very few accomplish that feat, even with vision. But this person could not see but had faith. And he reached the top of the mountain. You know, Jesus Christ said something. He said, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, it's the smallest of all seeds, you put it in your hand, you can't even see it hardly. And yet when you plant it in the ground, it grows to this luxurious tree, or the biggest in the Middle East, right? He says, you will tell that mountain, move from here to there, and it will happen for you. Mountain-like obstacles will disappear. If you just don't give it doubt, and don't give it any kind of thought sometimes, just believe that it's all going to be okay. It's all going to work out. It's all good, as they say. You think these expressions that they say today come from them? Things are cool, and you know, fat, you're fat. That's in the Bible, man. It's been in the Bible for thousands of years. Fat cats, being cool, all the expressions people use today have already been. Everything you can imagine has already been. We mimic, birds. Planes are designed after birds. Submarines that have sonar after, other mammals of the sea. You have unlimited potential. You're a child of the living Creator. If you believe that, I do. And if you believe that you're part of the universe, then be a part of the universe. Be a part of the whole. Don't separate yourself and not be harmoniously part of the whole. Because part of the whole makes you limitless. Don't struggle against yourself. Just be who you are. Well, it's been a good time talking to you guys again. A friend of mine's asked me, he said, Oz, why don't you get back on, man, and give us some words. Word up in the morning or during the day. I said, you know what? I got to get back on and say hello to my friends. Well, hi. Love you guys. Love forever. Take care. See you soon.